Hi, I'm Alex, and today I want to talk to you about Cal Newport's Digital Minimalism book and how it's changing my life from a practical perspective. If you're looking for a detailed book review, this won't be the video for you, but if you're looking for the key takeaways I've got out of the book and how I'm starting to implement them, then please stay for the video. One of the key things this book talks about is how sticky and engaging social networks, digital networks are, sort of Facebook, YouTube, and how in conjunction with mobiles, they really can become quite addictive and can suck in an awful lot of your time. Now, this wasn't news to me, and it probably isn't news to you. If you look at the usage stats on most people's mobile phones, how much they watch YouTube or Netflix, or they spend time on Facebook or whatever it is, if you're addicted to something, if you've got into digital habits, using the word addicted isn't something that people often like to use. It's not something they feel comfortable with, but actually many people are. Now, it's more harmful than we often think, and it takes us away from the real world. One of the biggest issues that Cal talks about in the book is just that mobile phones make our life easier. And with my mobile phone, I can get into my car, I can turn lights on and off in my house, I can check the football scores. There's almost very little I can't do with it. If I want to check the weather, I don't need to get out of bed. I can just ask my phone what the weather's going to be like. It's so much easier not to do things in the real world. But the issue is that we end up spending so much of our lives looking at screens. At the end of last year, I managed to get a few days away, and I took that opportunity. It was around the time I was reading Cal Newport's book to just try and implement some digital minimalism into my life. I started to go on some walks without my mobile phone, sort of for a few hours at a time. And we're going to say this is something that gave me anxiety. I was, passing some beautiful places and I wanted to take photos of them. If I had some thoughts, I'd want to write things down on my phone. I wanted to be able to check the news, and it's not something I felt comfortable with, not having my phone with me. But actually, at the same time, walking without my phone, just being by myself, just being with my own thoughts, was that much nicer and that much more pleasant than I feared. When I got back to the UK, I started to use my phone a bit more, and it does become sticky. It's the thing that you go on, check an email, and then there's 20 emails, you start to check them, you click on some links, and then you look at a video, and all of a sudden, half an hour, 45 minutes has gone. And this is how, for me and for many people, their days can just disappear. One of the biggest disadvantages I find in using my phone is that you get to the end of the day and I don't know where the day has gone, because you fill in those blank spaces, those blank bits of time with looking at your phone or a TV or a screen. So from a practical perspective, I'm trying to get away from my mobile. I'm trying, in some cases, I think, make my life more difficult. So I've got my Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G. It's a nice, catchy name. And even holding this here and looking at all of the apps it has on it, it's a very, very nice thing to hold, to feel. It's just so tactile. It's really designed to make you want to use it constantly. So recently, I've upgraded from my Samsung to a Nokia 8000 4G, that if you actually just click that button there, which I'm sort of tempted to keep on doing, nothing happens. You have to click the button at the top there. It tells you the time, and then there are some apps there. In fact, it's not that nice to use, if I'm being honest. However, it works absolutely perfectly well as a phone. It receives texts. and it gives you more time to be you. It's the sort of phone where you go, I don't really want to pick it up and look at something. It's the sort of phone where you go, look, I can go out, I can go for a walk, I can not have any anxiety that if someone needs to call me, if I need to call them, if there's a text I'm waiting for, I don't need to take my mobile. I can get away from it, but still have access and communication to the rest of the world at a more basic level. So one of the key things that I've done is change my mobile phone. Now, life is going to be more difficult. And I think in a way, I'm looking for my life to be more difficult. I'm looking for challenges to overcome. Smartphones make our lives so easy. We almost don't need to work anything out at all. And in reading Digital Minimalism, in sort of trying to embrace minimalism in general, where less is more, it's not a case of less is easier. It's just sometimes that less can give you a richer life. And I'm looking to embrace the challenges and the richness that life can bring. Now, I'm going to update my journey and my struggles and my issues on YouTube. And if you're looking to do anything similar, but there's something on your phone that you go, well, I can't live without that, or there's something I need, then, I'd encourage you to write that in the comments. There's a world of people out there. I'm relatively good with technology and problem solving, and maybe we can look for solutions together. So if you've got to the end of the video, thank you very much for taking the time to watch it. If you've liked the video, please hit that like button. And if you like what we're trying to do here, create a community of people that want to improve their lives, want to improve other people's lives, and work together on different issues that affect them, then please subscribe. Until next time, I've been Alex. Thanks.